Hello everybody, Deadman's Macaroni here. Get your macaroni ready because this is going to be part 3 of Stranded Deep. So, um, in the last episode, it was just a fail blooper episode where I went to a dangerous island and got myself killed, and then it respawned me back here and I just kind of rage quit. So, we're going to start fresh again back here on day 6. And I also explained in the start of that episode that technically this should be part 4, but the real part 3 got I didn't realize my mic wasn't properly recording the whole time. So it's just raw gameplay footage and I don't really want to put too much of that on my channel. So I'm debating on maybe doing like a voiceover on it or something, but I may just not include it because all I really did in that episode was get this raft set up, which right now it's just a 1x2, and I tried to sail it to that island, which is a dangerous island. So today we're going to try to sail it to a safer location. We're going to pick a different island, and hopefully, from my understanding, I've done some more research, and from my understanding, some of the islands, certain islands are just, are a lot safer than others. Certain ones are just like this one, other ones have the boars and the giant crabs and everything else. And also, so for the first day of this episode, my goal is to turn that raft into a 2x2 so that it's a little bit less prone to flipping. At least that's my understanding. Is the 1x2s and 1x3s are a bit more prone to flipping, which makes sense to me. So I'm just gonna kind of go around and chop a bunch of trees today. Bring some of these trunks back over. I did a bit of I have a practice run going now where I have an actual bit more of a raft built and stuff, so I'm trying to learn the game a bit more in between episodes and whatnot, so I'm not just, completely clueless. Alright. Where was my stick pile at? I guess I didn't really have any sticks left. I had some trunks up here though, so I guess let's drop these. Even though it seems like dropping the trunks is kind of funky, but... And then also let's knock some more of these trees out. I don't know if I really want to base on this island, but at the same time, I've invested a fair bit of stuff into it at this point. I kind of feel like I should come back here. I have the meat smoker and everything. Speaking of, we should probably go ahead and eat this meat. And then maybe chop the coconut as well. I think I had all that stuff prepped because I was planning on voyaging out today, but it didn't work out so well in the super episode. So today, like I said, we're gonna go for turning it into a 2x2 so that it's safer overall, and then we'll kind of go from there. So we're gonna need sticks for that. So honestly, we might as well just chop these trunks. I don't know why I bothered picking them up, but other than now the will literally just be a nice stick pile here for us, already good to go. Which I know I can put the stuff in actual piles, I'm lazy about it, I don't really care to, but once I get an actual properly established base, I probably will, and maybe that's something I can do even in between episodes off. Oh, well, there goes my axe. Should have been paying more attention to that. Shoot, and I don't think I really have, I guess I have one rock. That's not good. Pretty sure it requires 2 stone tools to make an axe. Oh boy, wasn't anticipating that. Okay. It's always always some sort of an issue, ain't there? Yeah, because that's not gonna be enough sticks to make it all that much bigger. Maybe what I should do is just instead of making it a 2x2 for now, maybe I should just add another sail so that it's faster, and then it'll just get me to that island a little bit faster. Because on the blooper episode, I didn't die in the water, the raft safely made it over there, so I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do. Because yeah, that's gonna be a problem. That's not going to be nearly enough sticks to make it a 2x2. I mean, I might be able to turn it into like a 1x3, but I don't know if that's really even any more stable than a 1x2. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we just throw another sail on it and we go. That way it'll just be that much faster. I mean, there are, I guess, a few loose sticks laying around, but yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the move here. I was gonna kind of harvest a bunch more sticks and spend the day turning it into something, but unless this is, I don't think this is gonna be nearly enough sticks to make even a 3x3 out of it, so, or a 1x3. So yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll make another cloth. Let's see, where's that? It's right there. Okay. I'm actually going to drop this rock again, because I really don't need to be, or not that. Not that. Let's pick that back up. And then I think I need a lashing as well. And then I can make another sail, right? Yes, indeed. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do then. We're going to spend the rest of the day over here, or depending on what time it is. Let me check, actually, because it might be smarter to just go. But I also feel like I should maybe prep some smoked meat at least, so that I got... Oh, and that leveled up my craftsmanship. Oh, no. No! Crap. That's not how I wanted it to be. That's a problem. Oh no. Can I like detach it? Oh no. Well. I mean, do I have to just like break it? I don't know if I want to. Okay. That's very nice of them to do that. To give you back like your material. Because... Oh man. That was gonna really frustrate me. I swear, it's been one thing after another. First the audio didn't record, then it, like... Okay, we want it to be going... Not that way. Not that way either. We want it to be going this way. Why does it keep doing that? I don't understand why I can't put it on here properly. There we go. Now you want to cooperate. Alright. As you can see, we don't have an anchor because I'm out of rock, but this is a pretty beachable raft, so I think we'll be okay as far as that's concerned. Let's go ahead and drink some water and get some more water going. Let's see. Really want to kind of be conservative with this knife, although we can at least make another refined knife, I guess, if we absolutely had to before leaving this island. So, like, maybe we could get away with chopping up some trunks with it. I don't know how much effort that takes, though, or if that's even worth it. I had more palm fronds, did I not? I guess I could just use fibrous leaves. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that, since I don't really need them for much of anything else at the moment. Maybe we'll just do that, because it looks like it might rain. And I think the rain can fill your water still, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'm kind of just assuming, but... Okay. I think what we should do now is we should find our crude spears, and we should go hunt some crab or fish so that we can get some meat smoking for the voyage, because we don't want to get stuck over there with like nothing to eat. Maybe we'll grab at least one fishing spear, or just two, why not? Bring all the spears. Okay. I know for a fact there's crab left, because I haven't been like over hunting them. man, that is, like, I can't get over how useful that is, because I've always struggled a little bit with the hunting in this game. It's so annoying, but now that I know the name thing, which in retrospect, very, very freaking obvious, really, but I don't know why that didn't occur to me. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it is also extremely useful. There's an extra stick there, might as well grab it. Grab the coconut, kind of try to keep things a little more organized. Is that just a palm frond? Okay. Well, we need to chop that up at some point, but there's also more sticks here. Maybe I do have enough to make it a 3x3. Maybe that'd be worth doing. I don't know. Let's at least grab whatever sticks we can. Okay. Maybe that would just kind of overall be worth the time. I just got bit by a crab back there, so I know there's a crab. Oh. Where'd he go? Maybe we should just go for some fish instead. Sometimes it seems like that's a little more efficient. And also the fish don't run out. I believe the crabs do. I'm not sure if they respawn. I've kind of been, I've been researching in between videos. I've been watching some, tips and tricks stuff, but I haven't really been trying to, look into it too much, because I do want to learn the game a little bit by myself, for myself, so. But I do appreciate any tips that any of you guys give me. And screw it, I guess let's catch some fish. Oh, I almost had him there. There we go. Getting a little more proficient at it too. There also should be a crab in here somewhere in the water, because in the episode I recorded without any audio, I did in fact spear a crab. I threw the spear, but it went flying off into the water and it was dark, so I couldn't find it. And then I ended up finding it in the blooper episode, but it should be out here somewhere again. But I'm not overly worried about it. Alright, let's get some of this meat smoking. Maybe even just cook some of it too. Oh, I guess I'm gotta pull the fish off for some reason. I kinda hate that. I feel like you don't, because I've gotten it to skin them on the spear before, I'm pretty sure. Not sure what's up with that exactly. I know we had at least one crab as well. But I think I can only cook. Oh, apparently you can attach more than one meat to the smoker. Okay. Makes sense. Also, I had cloth and lashing right there. Apparently I didn't have to make any. It's alright though. That is an empty campfire. Let's throw some sticks on there. Come on. Might as well just fully refill it. If we don't do it now, we're just going to have to do it eventually. So yeah, I think this first day is just going to be preparations mostly, and then the second day of this episode, the goal is to sail to another island. We may end up staying, ending the episode over there, and then coming back here in the next day. But we'll see. I actually want to see if I can put the crab on the smoker as well, because if I can, it'd be nice if you could cook up to 4 pieces on there, but I'm not really sure.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, sure enough, you can cook at least 3. Alright, I'm not complaining. It does say we need to cool down. Oh, let's find some shade. Man, I really was not anticipating losing my axe that early, though. That's going to be a big, big problem. Man, that island looks so, not threatening. It looks so peaceful, but then you get over there and you're just, you got boars bum rushing you, you got crabs, you got all of them problems, man. Sunstroke. Come on, where's the shade? This looks like more efficient shade. That's not good shade. I don't know what is. I don't know if it's better to like crouch in the shade. That's why I kind of do that, but I feel like logically it would be. Come on. Find the sweet spot. Why why is it so like gimmicky with that? I don't understand. We also need to eat. Is that meat already smoked? I thought it took longer for that to work. Oh, it's because it cooks it first. That's right, and then it smokes it. Right, right, right. Okay. Well, I'm not really too sure what else to do exactly. Guess we'll grab our crude spear again. That way we just got the stack ready to go for tomorrow. No reason. I mean, we don't really need to bring a coconut, I guess. Where did I have my coconut stacked up? Right there. We probably, I mean, I think I'm going to leave the antidote here because I'm planning on coming back here, and if I, worst case scenario, I get poisoned over there, it shouldn't be an issue. You know, I should be able to make it back here. Well, I don't know, maybe I should just bring it, but then it's an inventory issue thing, so. Let's see, I guess let's go ahead and make an extra lashing with the spider sleeve, and then I guess we can just stash these ones here. I did grab this ration out of the raft because I was going to bring it just as, you know, food for the trip, but maybe I should put that back now and just bring the smoked meat. But then again, the ration does also restore water. Hold up, did the yucca reset? It did. Let's go around and gather that up then. That sounded like that was the meat, like, finishing. I'm gonna just assume it probably was. Come on, pick it up. You can do it. Lots and lots of fibrous leaves to be had. I never realized before that there's no reason to leave the young palms, so on all my previous games I've like tried to sparingly use them, thinking they grow, and yeah, I really wish I would have researched this game a little bit sooner, because a lot of what I realize now would have helped a lot on my previous attempts. Smoked small meat, there we go. Go ahead. Turn this off. I believe the smoked small meat stays good for like a long time, so it's good stuff. It's like there's no reason not to just make the smoked meat, I feel like, unless you're gonna eat it immediately. And even then, it's like you might as well just throw it on the smoker, because the smoker will cook it for you before it'll smoke it, so you can always just pull it off early if you really wanted to. Man, I really wish I could harvest that stone deposit. Oh, was that a loose rock? No, it's a stump or something. Sometimes you can find things kind of tucked up under the outer edge of this, hidden, but certainly don't count on it. What island should we go to? Maybe this one? This one looks like there's not a rock on it. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. From my understanding, it's the ones with the rocks, the big, like, giant rocks on them that have the crabs and stuff, and it's the ones that just look like they have trees and stuff that are less, far less threatening. Oh look, there's the crab. Let's go ahead and harvest him. Also, grab our spear back, because no reason not to. Yeah, let's keep on harvesting some of these young palms. I mean, this is the type of stuff that I would probably cut out if I were to be cutting stuff out, but I think for now I'm just going to continue doing raw gameplay, and, you know, if that's what you're into, great. If not, you know, that's unfortunate, but I need to find some sort of a, like, editing software. I need to really like look into it one of these days. I haven't really looked into it much. So let's see, what time is it? I'm getting towards the end of the day. I need to eat and drink water. Wait, what happened to all that meat I just grabbed? Did I? What? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Let's see. There's the small meat. No, not the fibrous leaves. Small meat. Let's throw this on there. Let's go ahead and get the fire cooking again. Well, actually, here, let's eat that. I guess we can drop this lashing like right here with this other lashing. Lashing and cloth kind of almost go together. We need to pick up the kindling. Let's kick this bad boy on. A little extra ration for the trip. I need to find water. Of course I do. Drink that. I mean, you know what? Screw it. Let's just fill it with fibrous leaves because at this point I don't really have. I don't want to use up my knife chopping up that palm frond, and the fibrous leaves are a lot more like renewable than I thought. So I'm not too worried about using some of them on the water still. In fact, from my understanding, that's what most people kind of do. Sounds like. I just always thought it was the palm fronds you were supposed to use, but makes sense. The fibrous leaves would have a similar effect, I would think. Alright. I'm gonna leave this crude spear here. Debating on leaving the bow and arrow as well, but that could be useful over there. I'm not entirely certain. Probably won't need the crude hammer for anything over there, so yeah, we'll leave it here. Should definitely leave the fibrous leaves here, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an extra lashing, and then I'm gonna make an extra cloth. Even though you're probably better off saving the fibrous leaves for and using them as needed, so that you don't, you know what you need and everything. But that stuff here. It's cooked now. Maybe we should just go ahead and eat it, but what I think I could do is I'll eat and drink a coconut, because I haven't really been using them all that. I think I ate one earlier today, or I drank one, but I think you can eat and drink up to 2 a day. Or it's something like that. But definitely take it easy on the coconuts. If you know, you know. I guess that's about as good as we can do. We'll go ahead and drop these fibrous leaves as well. Is that the smoked meat? No, it's still cooking. I know I can work through them. Oh, what's that? Let's go ahead and harvest this yucca as well. No reason not to. Wish I would have done that a little earlier so that it would respawn a little earlier, but it's okay. I'm not that guy that's worried about being all like 100% proficient. Oh, I have to max out all my stats on the first day. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not really how I play games. So if you're expecting that, you're not in the right place. Still cooked. Thing is, I would just go to bed, but I don't want to leave the fire going and like waste all of the wood. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and extinguish that. Come on, function. Seems like the meat smoker over it makes the fire a little less like interactable, if that's a word. Alright, we definitely should eat at least. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and eat the ration, because that'll just help me out a fair bit. I'd like to get the healthy status effect though. Maybe we should eat that as well. And then maybe we can drink some water. Let me just... I think you have to like... Was that the healthy? It is, okay. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and refill this then. Some more fibrous leaves. Maybe we can just leave a couple of these next to it. That way we can just throw them in there. Alright. Let's see. That looks like an island with a big rock on it too. Or something. So, I need to pick which island I'm going to. I need to think about this. That looks a little more promising, maybe? I think? I don't know, that looks like a rock too, kinda though. This one looks more like just trees. I need to just not. I'm just gonna have to deal with more inventory crap if I do that. That looks like a rock. Sorry if that breathing into the mic picked up really bad. But that looks like another rock too. So it's kind of hard to tell without the binoculars. 'Cause that's what the guy in the video had that I watched. This was the one I went to last time, so I know for a fact that has a rock. And that looks like the least, like, thick island. Like, maybe I just go to this one and just try that, because the raft's kind of already in a decent, like, launch point for that. Yeah, let's just do that. Hold up, let me take inventory one last time. I mean, there'll be coconuts over there if we need water. So, there she is. Come on, get on there. Get on there. Okay, okay, good. So, let's raise the first sail. Let's get on the rudder. Let's get her pointing more towards where she needs to be pointing. And then, let's lower our second sail. Alrighty. Here we go, first voyage. Technically second, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that first one. What a freaking disaster that was, man. I'm just hoping that this... Okay, I don't see a big rock on this one, so maybe we'll be alright. Maybe we can make an axe over here and, like, make the raft a 2x2 before we sail it back so that it's that much safer. Because I know this isn't the safest raft, but I'm really hoping we'll be okay. I am not good with the in-water combat. Haven't really done hardly any of it, so we'll. I know I'm gonna have to get good at it if I'm gonna properly play the game, but we shall see. Why does that look like a rock formation? Hopefully this is a safe-ish island. If it's not, maybe we'll just have to breeze on by it again. But I'm gonna at least check it out because worst case scenario, I just hop back on the raft and get out of there. Oh, please leave me alone, sharkos. I can't tell if there's a shark or just that's just the choppiness of the water. So I know, like, when it gets stormy it can flip your raft as well, but yeah, I know the sharks can do it too. From my understanding, what they're trying to do when they bump into you is trying to knock you off the raft, but it just kind of, by virtue of physics, ends up knocking the raft, flipping it over. From my understanding, it's also not very hard to flip it back over. I just tend to kind of panic when it happens, so. Let's get off this rudder. Stop operating. Let's lower the sail. And let's drag this to shore. This looks like one of the dangerous islands, I'm not gonna lie, but we're here now. I want to at least try to grab some rocks and figure this out. Let's get that a little more up on this rock. Feel like that's not an overly safe spot for it to be because I don't have an anchor on it, but I'm gonna bring it a little. I also just don't want to be completely screwed if I need to get out of here quickly. Alright, let's throw a spear on. I know you can kill the boars and stuff. The crabs, I believe you want to have like a refined spear, but I'd just rather not tussle with anything like that right now. Not gonna lie, doesn't sound too pleasant. And the dude in the video said any of them with this rock formation have at least two giant crabs and one big boar. My understanding is the little boars aren't aggressive, but I'm just gonna kind of explore around the edge of the island here and try to find any loose rock. Got some wood piles over here. Get some sticks out of there. It's even worth doing that, but we certainly need an axe first. I really don't want to camp over here overnight either if there is a bunch of dangers over here. There's some plants. Let's definitely snag those. I know those are like better material for making rafts and stuff. I just figured it was alright if our first raft was just, you know, if our first raft was just sticks. I don't really see the issue with that. I'm sure some people ain't gonna like it, but you know what? I don't care. Not one of oh, yep, this is definitely one of the dangerous islands. They will not follow you into the water. My understanding is sometimes they can glitch out into the water, but generally they tend to not follow you out there. Okay, well, that really puts a damper on things. Is there just like no loose rocks around here? Can't tell if he's still trying to come after me or not, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. That means there's definitely a boar around here that could just bum rush me at any given moment. I really don't want that either. Ugh. Maybe I should just hop back in the raft and find a safer island. Honestly. Also, I'm an idiot. I just now realized I didn't grab the compass. But, that's definitely our starting island right there. So as long as we remember that. Wait, is it? I think it's that one. So maybe I should go to this one. And yeah. Let's see, what time is it? It's only like 10. I'm gonna do that. I think we're gonna go for this other island and just not chance death. We got some planks. You know, we got something out of coming here at least, but for right now, I think this is just a little bit above my pay grade. Not gonna lie. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do none of that. Because I see that stingray there, and I'm assuming he can mess my day right up. That's not really what I want. Alright, let's throw that up. Let's jump on this rudder. Please don't flip me, rock. Alright. I'm thinking that's the island we came from, I'm pretty sure, so let's try this island. This island looks fairly like it doesn't have anything on it really too dangerous. This might just be the start. Okay, no. This is the starting island that we're heading back towards right now. So maybe we should sail to this island over here instead. That looks like it has a rock on it though, so I'm kind of like, does it expect you to go more than one island away from the starting island in order to find another safe-ish island? Is that really what it is? Maybe. Jeez. Man, I thought I had this all well thought out, because I could see the rock on that guy. Like, I can tell this is another not overly safe island, but I guess we're gonna go check it out anyways. So I'm fairly certain that that's the starting island. I don't see any rock there. I don't know what that beeping was that was notifying me of, but I should probably check. Most likely telling me I need to cool down because I've been out on this, you know, I'm sure quite hot ocean. Well, not hot. The ocean's not hot, but, you know. I'm sure it's quite easy to get sunburnt out there without realizing it. I can only imagine. It's definitely got a rock formation on it. I see that boat out there. I'm pretty sure that's where you go to find the like final airplane or whatever. Which, spoilers, but I feel like most people know at this point that this game is about trying to get, you know, out of here. Which that is what I'm gonna try to do. I hope, anyways. I'm a little bit nervous about the boss fights, not gonna lie. Some of them look pretty scary, but you know, I don't do too great with that stuff. But you know, never really been a big fan of like horror games and stuff. I mean, I like some of them, but actually playing them, not too much for me. So. Definitely tell this is not going to be a friendly island. That one looks friendly though. So here, let's maybe stop here for a second. Oh god, leave me alone, sharks. I feel like there's a shark on me. I don't even want to look down. Okay. Getting there. Let's try to veer a little more towards shore. I don't want to quite get off the rudder yet, because the waves will kind of knock you around a little bit. You got to kind of redirect which way you're going. I see that little mast sticking up. That definitely means there's some sort of a shipwreck here that we could in theory explore. Alright, let's get off this rudder. Oh, that looked like a shark. Or something under me. I don't know what the hell it was, but certainly not getting in the water with it. I say as I jump in the water. Come on. Hopefully we're not stepping on nothing poison here. Let's not roll the raft. First of all, I like how violently I flipped that sucker back over. Alright. Wait, there's little crabs here. Is this a safe? It's definitely not a safe island. Like, don't even delude yourself. It's definitely not. Could we please get some, like, loose rocks, though? Please, game? What time is it? Alright. Pretty sure that's the starting island right there. And that looks like another island that maybe I could go to that wouldn't be completely jiggity-janked. I mean, if we do get lost, I'm not that concerned about it, because I think I can find more yucca, I can reestablish myself, but like I said, I'm not necessarily even sure if I want to base on that other island, so maybe we should just explore around a bit. Oh, that is a giant crab right there. Let me not piss him off. I just want to find some rock. That's all I'm here for. I promise I'll leave if I can just get some rock. Matter of fact, I'll leave regardless. I just would rather leave with some rock. Does it just not spawn any loose rock, like, unless it's on the starting island? Because if that's the case, that's a little bit ridiculous. Because you need... There's no way they'd do that. I mean, I know this game isn't particularly player-friendly, but they're not that evil. Are they? They definitely are. For surrounding the starting island with these big ones that are dangerous as hell. It's like, you'd think that there would be at least one close island that's like not necessarily that way. And I might just have to get off of here too, because I really don't want to get bum rushed and murdered right now. I really don't want to do it. So, maybe that's what I'm going to do. Get out of here. Again, I'm trying to remember, that's the starting island. That's the island I think I want to go to now. Because it looks a little more promising than this crap. I mean, I know we can kill the boars, like I said. I just don't know if the crabs can be killed with the regular spears. I think you might have to kill them with the refined spears. And regardless, I don't really want to test my theory quite yet. There's just no real reason to risk that level of combat right now. See, now I'm getting closer and that almost looks like it has a rock on it too. But we're gonna try it anyways. And if that does end up being the case, actually I should put that second sail up before I'm on this, before we get too far out to sea. So much faster than the one. Quite convenient. That was definitely a shark or something. I don't know what that was, but we just rode right over something. Maybe we should go to this island over here. This looks more like an island with just like trees. I can kind of see the rock forming over there, but maybe this one is good. And like I said, once I get over here, I can make a little place to sleep and save and stuff, and then we can call it an episode. But I want to. Hopefully there'll be rock. Hopefully these safer islands have some loose rock. I'm pretty sure they all have loose rock, and I'm just having really bad luck with finding them. But this is quite fun sailing around. I'm enjoying this. I just wish I had a little bit of a bigger raft. It's making me a little nervous how dinky it is, but like I said, if I could just get another axe over here and more stick, more rock, maybe we'd be alright. Just praying it makes it. Please, 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 don't flip me. Can't really see past the sails if that's a rock formation or not. That looks like trees. It just looks like little, you know, rocks around the outer edge, like on all the islands. So maybe 30 times the charm. Ooh, and there's a little boat to explore. Okay, this is promising. This is very promising. I'm feeling a little bit better about this now. Get a little closer and then I'll unfurl the first sail. Come on. A little bit closer. Yeah, this definitely doesn't have a rock formation. Alright. Alright. Don't flip me now. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Because I think you can break the raft from running them up on the beach too hard, but I'm not entirely certain about that. Okay. That should be safe on this little beach bank, right? I don't think it's going nowhere. Alright. Thank you. Praise be to this land. Oh, some free claw. What? What? Giant crabs? What? Was I lied to? I see that rock there, though. I want the rock. I think I might have been lied to, y'all. Cause this sure does. I sure don't see any rock formation. Maybe he meant like. Maybe he meant like the smaller looking islands are safer. I don't know what to even think at this point. Maybe none of these islands are safe except for the starting one. I really don't want to tussle with a giant crab though. So maybe we need to just head on back to the starting island. Maybe I can grab some of these rocks over here. Also don't want to get poisoned though, but I'm gonna risk it because I don't want to attract the attention of those crabs either, but I need these loose rocks. And it seems like this is the first island I've landed on that has had any loose rocks to speak of. It's now getting dark though, which means there's some pee-pee. That's at least, maybe if we do get poisoned we won't. Let's go ahead and do this. Because I want to say, if we have an axe at least, that might be give us a better chance of killing the crabs. Not entirely sure though. Don't quote me on that. Ugh, I don't like this at all. I was really hoping that we'd find a safe place to be. Check on my status and everything. We're still doing alright, I guess. Is that another rock? Honestly, if I could just get some rock, I'd be happy just heading back to the starting island if I can even find it again, but I'm pretty sure it's one of these ones that's close by. Probably famous last words, right? I'm sure they are. Really don't want to run into the boar in the dark either. Could find another young palm, that'd be nice. Kind of staying crouched just in case, but is that a crab or a rock? That is a crab. It's also this thing. If I could get on top of it, that'd be nice. I'd feel a little safer. At least. Somewhat. Maybe I could end the episode out and then in the next episode we can try to get off this place. In fact, I think that's probably more or less what I'm going to have to do. But I'd like to at least try to get an axe before I end it off. I just wish I could see a little bit better. Is this a young palm? There's got to be a young palm somewhere around here, a palm sapling or whatever you want to call it. Grab that stick, probably need that as well. Okay, there's one over here as long as I don't get bum rushed out of nowhere by a boar. Alright, let's grab that. Let's take that. Okay, guess we gotta drop it. Take that, drop it. Hold up. Let's drop the cloth for now. Stone tools. Let's make a lashing. Oh wait. What? Did I not pick up the fibrous leaf? Or did I just not have enough in the first place? I think I just didn't pick up the fibrous leaf, but now I don't recall where it is. Awesome. This is going super well. I love it. Those crabs are not far off. Oh boy, let's not draw them over here. I really am not in a good position to tussle with them right now. Please, game. I know I had 3 fibrous leaves. Like, don't try to play me. It's not even gonna try, it's just gonna do it. It doesn't have to try anything, it just does as it likes. And if you don't like it, then you die. That's basically how it goes. Alright, this looks like another young palm. Okay, Can we at least get a freaking axe before I end this episode off? End it off by at least having a crude axe. Craft it again. Thank you, sir. There we go. I at least feel like maybe I can kill one of the crabs with this thing because it's at least made out of rock. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, the dude that I watched the video of kind of seemed like he was saying that you pretty much need to spear them, but I really don't know. This looks like you need the hammer to get into it. I wish I could climb on top of it, but anyways, I think we're going to end this episode off here. And in the next episode, we will probably try to get off this island now that I have an axe. And we'll try to see if we can find another safe island. I mean, there's got to be some safe islands, right? Unless I'm just completely, that whole video is just a lie. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.